Hey guys, Hayden here, and I've been thinking lately. The 3DS has been out for a really long time, like about 5 years or so. I think it came out in like 2011, like the fall or something. So I thought, you know what, the 3DS has been out for a long time. I feel comfortable making this list. I wouldn't have felt comfortable. I mean, I know my channel's only been up for a few months, but I wouldn't feel comfortable talking about a topic like this because I feel like the 3DS would have so much more to give if I had made this list, say, like 2 years ago, for example. So with the 3DS being out for like close to no, it's been about 4 years, so it's 2015. I feel comfortable making this list. So this is my top five 3DS games. Before we start the video, though, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment if you have any favorite 3DS games. I guess that'd be for after the videos, because some of yours may not be included on this list. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more top fives, top tens, and let's plays and stuff. So without further ado, let's look at my top five 3DS games, starting with number five, Mario Kart 7. Now, this was one of the first games to be released on the 3DS, and it's a good one for sure. I really liked Mario Kart 7. It was the first game I actually got with my 3DS. I got it at Christmas time in 2011, and I had a blast with this game. The online features were awesome. Mario Kart Wii had pretty good online, and Mario Kart 7 just built on that. You're able to like make private rooms, I think. I haven't played Mario Kart 7 in forever, but you're able to make like your own like rooms online, I think. You're able to play battle mode online, or you could race. There's lots of tracks to choose from. Again, 16 new, 16 retro. The tracks were really well put together. They were beautiful looking, and they really took advantage of the new features, the underwater and the gliding. That is, and some of the retro tracks really they changed up the retro tracks a little bit to incorporate those, which I really liked, and they still stayed true to their roots. There are a few things though that I wasn't so happy about in this game. The character roster is like for no reason really small. Like, and there's like really random characters on there. I want to say stupid characters, but I'm gonna go with random instead. Like the Honey Queen. Like, who the fuck gives a crap about the Honey Queen? Like that was just a weird choice. And then like characters like Waluigi and Drybones were left out. Like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like for characters, like characters don't matter that much, but still, like they would have been welcome additions over like the Honey Queen. And the customizing the carts, like while that was cool, like how you could swap out like which cart would go with which set of wheels and which glider. I kind of like the system in Mario Kart Wii where you could choose from carts and bikes, and opposed to the whole customizing everything. Just because like I felt like it was more simple, yet you still had more options because you could choose from carts or bikes, and the bikes had more of a perk. Had the perk where you could like you could do a wheelie instead of getting a longer drift bonus. So I would have rather they kept that, but still the customizing the carts is cool, I guess. But overall, I really liked Mario Kart 7 mostly for the online. I played the hell out of that online. So that's pretty much what I have to say about Mario Kart 7. So moving on to my number four, Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. Now, some of you guys may know that I am a huge Super Smash Bros. Fan, and probably wondering why is this so low on my list? Why is this only number four? Well, as most of you would probably guess, it's because it's Smash Bros. For 3DS. The game, it was as good as it could have been, I think, on the 3DS. The controls were kind of, eh, it was a sharp learning curve to get used to these controls. But once you got used to them, it was better. It did play easier. But I still prefer playing with a proper controller on the Wii U. Um, the character roster, though, I loved the additions to the character roster, like Rosalina, Villager, Bowser Jr., Little Mac, he's pretty awesome. And then there's the DLC characters, like, oh my god, Mewtwo, fucking love Mewtwo so much. Like, this game is just a complete, like, wet dream for Nintendo fans. Like, the character roster, the stages, the different things you could do in the game, like different modes, like, it was just a really good game. The reason I'm putting it at number four, though, is that while a lot of people will agree with this, I think, while it is a very complete game, there are features missing from the game that really shouldn't be missing. Like, for example, how you can't toggle like the item frequency. You can only toggle them on and off. How there's like no coin battles. While I didn't play coin battles all that much, it's still a welcome feature for sure. this game actually had less stages than Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, which is like, come on, really? And the game had way too many retro stages opposed to new ones. Like, pretty much half the stage roster was retro stages. But with my issues aside, I still had a lot of fun with this game. The online worked pretty well for me. I had pretty good Wi-Fi. I got this game when I was living in my apartment at school. I had pretty good Wi-Fi. I really didn't have that much problems with the online. Every once in a while, there'd be a little bit of lag, but overall, I found it was really good. The game looks gorgeous on the 3DS. Like for a 3DS game, it looks really good. Um, and I was playing this game pretty much every day until I got the Wii U version, just because I wanted to get better. Like I never really was into competitive Smash before, but Smash Bros. 3DS really helped me get into that competitive scene, and that is why I'm putting it on my list. I played it nonstop, and I really liked how I was getting better and better with different characters on that game. I'll leave my top Smash Brothers characters, though, the ones that I like the best, for a list for another day. So moving on to my number 3 spot, we have Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, you're also probably thinking, what? But your channel's pretty much all Pokemon. Like, how can this be only your number 3? Again, really, really liked this game. It was a complete trip down memory lane. The nostalgia was just so great for me. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite. I still haven't really decided on what my favorite game of all time is, but Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire is definitely on there, on that like top 10 list, somewhere in there. I played this game so much as a kid, Ruby and Sapphire, that is. Like my friends were always like bringing it to school, and I didn't have, I got it after all my other friends, and I wanted it so bad. And when I finally got it, I just played the hell out of it. I logged like 300 hours or something into my original Ruby game before I migrated all my stuff over to Diamond and Pearl. But Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire really captured the charm that the original Ruby and Sapphire had. Like, it really stayed true to its roots, but it did enough to change it up so that it didn't feel like you were just playing the same. It didn't feel like a $40 repackaging. The 3D graphics looked amazing. The 3D models of all the Pokemon, they looked amazing. The music was so good. They updated it in just the right ways. The post game was amazing. Oh my god, that Delta episode! Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but my god, it was really good. Like the story and the battles in it, and the whole ending sequence with Rayquaza there. Like, oh my god, it was so awesome. Um, but yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm putting it number 3 just because like I I liked it. Like I really, really did like it, but I didn't absolutely love it. Like there were a few things, like for example, the game was way too easy, even without the experience share on. Like I didn't use the experience share. My brother used it, but the game was just way too easy. And for someone who's my age, I'm 20 years old. Like I can breeze through Pokemon games, like at least the main Pokemon games, not ROM hacks. I can breeze through them just really easily now with like 3 or 4 good Pokemon. And that was my problem with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It was really, really easy. But other than that, it was an amazing game. The secret bases, I didn't even talk about the secret bases. Oh my god, those are so much. That was one of my favorite things about Ruby and Sapphire, linking up and then having your secret base be in everyone else's game. Oh, that was so cool. And they pretty much brought that magic right back into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So many cool decorations you can collect. It was really well done. But yeah, so that's my number 3 spot. So moving on to number 2.